horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G here to do another movie review, and today I'm going to review the movie Downrange. Ha ha ha! Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a good one. Now, before we begin the review, I just want to thank all my subscribers. I just hit 600, over 600 subscribers. I want to thank all you guys for your support. Without you, I would not be able to do what I do. I truly appreciate all the love and support you've given me throughout the almost 2 years I've done this particular type of work. Really did not expect the great support I would get, or what I expect when I first started this, beginning of last year, and the fact that I've perhaps almost doubled my goal for this year. So I really appreciate you, my horror fans, for supporting me and my continuous support. And now we will go on to 700 subs and eventually 1,000. Well, let's get on to real review. Now, Downrange, the 2017 horror film. It was directed by Haru Kirawa. I think Kirawa. I think I pronounced his name right. If that name sounds familiar, he actually directed the Midnight Meat Train. I got that right. He also directed No One Lives and Godzilla: The Final War. So he directed this one too. It actually stars Stephanie Pearson, Kelly Conair, and Rod Hernandez. This had some play throughout some of the film festivals. I believe it was also in the Toronto Film Festival sometime last year. Yeah, even though it came out last year, it wasn't until this year it actually came on Shudder. Now, a lot of people, particularly some of the people that I know in the horror community, have were giving out free codes for a free month for Shudder. I took advantage of that, so I'm watching. That's why I was able to watch this picture. So let me talk about what I thought about Downrange. Now, this film doesn't waste any time. I say right about the second minute mark that the action starts, where we have Todd and his girlfriend. His name is Todd. I think her name is Sharon. I probably might have gotten her name wrong. Her and a bunch of their friends are taking a road trip, and unfortunately their tire explodes out in the middle of the road. Todd and some of the other guys in the film decide to go ahead and change the tire. But it is before they realize that they're being picked off one by one by an unknown sniper. But they don't know why or why he wants to kill them. And eventually he starts picking them off one by one. And the kids have to fend off the sniper and look out for him because they don't know where he's shooting at. And basically the whole film revolves around them trying to evade the sniper and trying to figure out what they can do to escape out of this situation that they're in, because there's open road everywhere. There's no room for cover, and he can pick them off easily because this guy's a real good shot too. That's basically what the premise of this movie is about. Now, the one thing I will give credit for, that this film pretty looks good, being it's only shot in one location. That's basically a good idea. When you have a film that's shot in one location, reminds me of another horror film called The Sand that was actually filmed in one location, and that film was shot very well. This film is shot very well. The way I can't pronounce this guy's name. I think I got it right that time. The way he films is he sort of gives it sort of like a grindhouse driving feel. So that's why it looks the way it looks. It did a similar the way when he shot the Midnight Meat Train. He did the shot that way as well. So it looks like a grindhouse feel to it. The interesting thing I found about this film, this plays off like a slasher, only except instead of a knife or claws, if you're going to be Freddy Krueger, or a butcher knife like Michael Myers or Freddy, he uses a rifle, a sniper rifle, and this guy aim is deadly. He knows what he's doing. We're not giving any reason as to why he's doing it, which even makes it even better, but he just wants to kill these people, and he's picking them off one by one. So that's one thing I did like about this film. It plays off just like a slasher film, but instead of where you have the killer, he's a sniper. He's using a rifle gun. Another interesting thing that I found fascinating about this film is that it takes place throughout the entire day. That means that we don't have the typical cliche moments that we see in some slasher films. But don't get me wrong, some of these kids in here do make some dumb decisions, like hiding behind a tree stump when someone's firing at them, or making other dumb decisions that they do throughout the movie. So unfortunately, despite the fact that it's shot in a day, some of these kids do make some dumb decisions. Now, one of the characters, her name is Karen, actually seems very astute or knowledgeable in trying to make the people survive. We found out that she grew up, she was an army brat, she's been around guns all her life, so seems to be take the lead and teaching these kids how to survive. She tells them how to take the cover. When one of them is shot, she tells them how to make sure that the bullets are through and through so he doesn't bleed to death. When one kid gets shot in the leg, she tells him how to put on a tourniquet so he can stop the bleeding. She does a really good job. So the character Kara seems to be the only one that seems to be making the smart decisions in this film. Another good thing about this film, try that again. Another good thing I liked about this film is the practical effects. They are very good. Obviously, this is a low-budget film since they only shot it on one location, but the practical effects are amazing. You get very good close-up shots of the wounds the people suffer through when they get shot. It's very bloody. It's very gory. I loved it a lot. And they're not pulling any punches with the practical effects, so I really appreciate what they did with the practical effects. I wish you would think that more movies would be able to do that instead of using this cheap-ass CGI crap. Now, despite all the good things that I talked about this film, let's talk about some of the things I didn't like, and that has to do with the acting. Now, I do give credit Stephanie Parsons, who plays the role of Kira. She seems to be the only actress that sort of does a great job. All the other actors, they're okay, they're alright. You seem they're kind of reading the lines. You know that they're obviously not seasonal actors, but that's what happens when you make a low-budget movie. You can only afford what you can afford. But despite the bad acting, I still kind of enjoyed the film. But like I said, the acting is so-so. You're not going to get great acting from these people. And I also thought they took some liberties of the physics of shooting. I mean, I'm put it this way. I was in the Army way back so many years ago, but that was only for the National Guard, but I didn't complete basic training because I messed my knee up. But I'm pretty sure they did take some liberties of the physics of shooting. Like I said, I still kind of enjoyed the film. So, despite the lackluster acting and probably some liberties they took with physics of shooting, I actually did enjoy this film. It's a nice film. It's not the greatest horror movie that you're ever going to see. It's not going to change. It's not going to win any awards. It's not going to change be this lightning rod that's going to change the horror genre any better. But it's pretty good. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad. I think you guys will too. So the Horror Miser is going to open up its vote, and I'm going to give Downrange 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. I'm going to give Downrange 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. Like I said before, it's not the greatest. It's not going to set the world on fire, but I think it's a nice horror film that you can watch and enjoy it and be happy that you watched it. So, horror fans, like I said, was able to see this on Shudder. So, if you have a Shudder account, I believe you can go ahead and watch it on Shudder. And if you did you like the film? Did you enjoy the practical effects? Do you think this was a certain different type of a slasher film? Or do you think it's just another ho-hum, oh boy, here we go again, bad acting, cliche characters, and oh well, what are we going to do? Leave your comments down in your comment section. Tell me what you thought about Downrange. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, as usual, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Ha 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 ha. See you guys later. Peace.